Everybody knows how to be successful, but not everybody is successful. And there is only one reason for it. Hello, and welcome to day 17 of Coach by Source, a 90-day series where I'm coming to you every single day to share some insights, concepts, quotes that I think about, I reflect on, or just get direct access to from my connection to source. This is day 17, and today I want to talk about success. And we all have seen, and we are on YouTube all the time thinking about our next best business idea or how to be successful, how to earn that money. Yet, not everybody is successful. And I have been part of multiple coaching programs where I sat and I thought about all the strategy and I consumed all that strategy. But I could not make myself go through all those strategies. And this is something that I was actually reflecting on with my clients today. What makes you invest in something? And what makes you, even after investing, not and investing like good amount, multiple thousands of dollars, yet not be able to see results from that? Is it a strategy problem or is it something else? And I realized after doing this work with my clients on myself multiple times that the main thing that is lacking in getting results or being successful is why. Not the how, but the why. If I'm not clear on why I want to be successful, any strategy would not help me. And even if that strategy helps me, I would not feel successful, even if the success is there in terms of money. So, first of all, I would ask you to actually think about your definition of success. What does it look like to you? More importantly, what does it feel like to you? Because like all the beliefs that we have, these are borrowed beliefs. So even our success looks like somebody else's success because we are borrowing our definition of success from somebody else, of how we should be earning so much amount of money by the time we are 30 or 40 or whatever. We don't really necessarily in our body feel successful when we think about those things. So to have a clear definition of what success feels like, looks like to me, and of course this gets to evolve as we evolve, right? The more exposure that we have, we'll have different understanding, different nuances. But apart from that, I feel like in our core, at our core, we actually know what kind of life that I want to live, what feels like a very fulfilling life to me. So with that base, with that understanding, when I actually build and go and do any strategy, I will have success no matter what. So strategy, I feel like every strategy in the world works for the right person. So if your energy is behind that strategy, it will work for you. And it does not mean only in I'm not only talking specifically about the coaching industry, I'm talking about just anything in the world. So if you're doing a job and you're frustrated by a job, but like in your bank account the salary comes and it feels like I'm able to provide for my family, you will be able to, because your definition of success might not be aligned to how much money do you have, but how much you're able to provide for your family. You might be feeling successful even in a frustrated environment at office. And that's why I see that so many people can work for 30, 40 years in a particular setup even when they feel not the happiest in their particular job, but because they have a fulfilling life outside of work. And the why that behind the job is that I get to provide from my work, and my work is not my entire life. That makes them feel successful, that allows them to feel satisfaction in their life. And similarly, for somebody who's earning a lot of money, but and their why is they want to create like amazing things for people around the world beyond their family, even after earning crores and crores or $1 million, they won't be satisfied because their why is bigger than what the work is providing them. So it's super essential that we have a clear definition of success, and a clear why, into why I want to do this. Why do I want to even be successful at the first place? And because if you have a certain, and everybody in each part of the country, each section of the world, each section of the country has its own definition of being successful. So why do I want to be successful is the question for the general statement of success in your section of the world. So when you have that and you actually match it to how success looks and feels like to you, and if that is similar, that you can, you will be able to find perfect strategy right away in order to be successful in that way. But if it's not aligned, then you have to actually figure out your own way of doing things, which I feel like makes the whole difference. So every person gets to be successful in their own way. Not everybody wants to earn a $10,000 uh, amount every single month, because for some people, $10,000 is like a huge amount for even a year. And for some people, $100,000 a month is also just the baseline. So, depending on where you are, at what stage in your life you are, we get to feel successful at every single point of our life. That's the beauty of creating your own definition, not in the sense that, you know what, they are earning so much money, I don't care, this is my definition. Not in that way, not in discarding your desires, but actually creating like a wholesome, authentic definition which allows you to feel successful in your own way, in in your own way, and every single day. But beyond that, allowing you to have a goal, allowing you to have something to look forward to, because humans are goal oriented. We like to have goals in our life so that we can achieve them. Make goals align to how you want to feel and what success feels like to you. So all this boils down to the fact that, your understanding of yourself, your understanding of the success. And instead of searching how do I become successful, ask why do I want to be successful? What does success look and feel like to you? When you have a clear why, God, universe, mother nature, everyone will align tools, resources for you to be your own way of successful. Okay. And if your mission, if your goal is bigger than your own life, trust me, you will receive a lot of success, because you will be impacting a lot of people. Why is so important is because why creates momentum. Why keeps us awake at night? Why keeps us on our toes? Why gives us the nudge? Why gives us the motivation? Why keeps us very aligned? Why is soul led? When somebody is soul led, they are also source led, because we connect from our soul to source directly. So when my mission is soul led, I will also be source led. So source will actually take care of me. Source will provide tools, resources, people, everything that I need in order to fulfill that mission, because my mission is bigger than me. My mission is has different kind of people, their lives, their economics, not economics, economies to think about. Like, I have such a big vision and mission for my life, that I know that God is working in order to provide me those tools. I am being led by God, I'm being led by source. And my why allows me to have that kind of audacity even to talk about these things. Because if I was just working in a 9 to 5, you can be in a 9 to 5 job which is soul aligned, but I was not. So for me, I could not have said these things with so much certainty back when I was working in a 9 to 5, because it was not soul aligned. This is soul aligned. I have this audacity, this boldness, this confidence that my life is creating a huge impact in my client's life, in their family's life, in, like, it's a ripple effect that is happening in the world. And I get to do that because I am very, very, very clear on my why. And when I'm clear on my why, my how gets easier, it gets revealed to me. And that's why in the beginning, as I started, I talked about how I've invested in so many coaches, and I started to leave those places, because I realized that my why is not getting aligned to their how, because it was their how. So even that how needs to be mine. And because our our values were not aligned, I had to leave the places even after investing a lot of money, it because those spaces allowed me to reflect on my why. When I felt icky about certain kind of strategies, I realized that these are not for me. And I do a lot of mindset work. So I know that it was not just me uh, trying to sabotage myself, which is something that people all talk about, but it was actually not aligned to my why. So my how gets shaped in terms of my why. So I left those spaces even after investing, and I have no remorse, because I realized so many things about myself, and and now I'm getting clearer and clearer on my how, as I have a solid foundation on my why. And I know that I feel successful in this moment. And I know that my bank balance is also going to show me the success that I desire and I'm working towards every single day. So your why shapes your how. So instead of searching how to be successful, why don't you figure out why do you want to successful? What does it look and feel like to you? And more importantly, get in touch with who you are, get in touch with what your soul desires, because when it's soul led, it is going to be source led. And it's wonderful. This is something so wonderful that when it's source led, everything everything will fall into your lap. But before that, you need to do that work where you get to be in touch with your soul. You allow your nervous system to expand, to receive, and that is a lot of work. And I hope you channel your energy into understanding your why rather than going on YouTube and figuring out the how of things. How is super important. There's no denying that. But when it's coupled with your why, there is no stopping you. And that is what I'm all about, helping you become your unstoppable version. This is day 17. I will see you tomorrow with the 18, with another concept, with another code that allows you to live life beyond logic and be your unstoppable self. This is Ishani. Take care.